Hello, LifeChurch. This is Tom and Christine. We are in day whatever, stranded. And, we've been enjoying this 40 days of love during this time. And I hope you're doing that devotional with us. A lot of people in the church are doing that. And it's been a lot of fun. We're also connected with some people maybe outside the church doing it and just having good conversation about God and this idea of love and all that. And I read this a couple days ago. It was from Ephesians 4:6. It says this, and Paul was writing this: He makes the whole body fit together perfectly, as each part does its own special work. It helps the other parts grow so that the whole body is healthy and growing and full of love. And it just kind of struck me because, Paul was using the analogy of the body and the body parts and how they are all important. Every part makes a difference. I mean, if the foot says, I'm worthless, I'm not needed, well, it'd be awful hard to walk. If the ear said, I'm not needed, what am I doing? It would be awful hard without the ear to hear. So it got me thinking about during this stranded, during this COVID-19 thing, we all have a part to play. We all can do something during this time to bless other people, to love on other people, to encourage other people. And I think it has to do with an attitude change that has to happen. Instead of what I can't do or what's not the way it used to be, what can we do? And, my wife just had something special that we did this week. And it was because my son was getting married, scheduled to get married here this last weekend. And, it could have been a real downer just thinking about, what could have happened, or we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. But Christine came up with something and made this day really important and memorable for both Tom and Audrey.
Yes, and we would be in Colorado Springs right now for the wedding, and it's hard to be here and miss out on that. But at the same time, I did not want to put our focus there. I wanted to put our focus on how can we help and make this better for them. So if you're on Facebook, you probably saw pictures, if you're friends with Tom and I on Facebook, of what we did. And I did not put that on there for people to say, oh, that was really nice of you, although we got a lot of that. I put it on there because they have a lot of friends and family who I'm sure we're wondering how that day went for them. And no, they weren't sitting around being gloomy all day. They had a really good day, actually, and they ended it by us preparing a really nice, intimate dinner for just the two of them here in the house, and created a nice atmosphere with music and a little Frank Sinatra.
Yes, it Frank Sinatra music. I mean, we said they could dance, but we ended up dancing
in the kitchen.
Because Christine put up a really nice dress, and oh man, Sheila was looking good. We almost didn't get the meal out. No.
Yeah, so we served their favorites, or lobster and steak and dessert, and went to town on their meal. And
you even had all the details. She even printed out a menu, which is so cool. Did a great job.
Anything I could think to make it special.
Yeah.
And pretty, like they were at a restaurant. And I think it worked out great. They seemed to enjoy it and was appreciative, and gave us the opportunity to serve them. And we've just have looked at this whole COVID stay at home as an opportunity for our family to be together, to do things we haven't normally done, and just to stay positive through it and not focus on the hard times, but which are there, but that's not our focus.
Yeah, that's right. And it was such a great thing you did. It was a great job. And you made a memory of maybe a negative experience or potentially negative day because of this didn't happen into something that was positive. And you did something. That was the right attitude. See, you had a part to play. Like that scripture, all of us have a part to play, but sometimes we have to change our attitudes. Some of you have kids that are graduating. We have an 8th grader that's graduating, and there's not going to be a ceremony. And there's high school and college kids, but maybe you can do something different. Maybe you can do something special just for your son or daughter or whatever, and make it memorable. You can. If you put your mind to it and you pray and ask God, He'll give you something, which is pretty cool. Before too long, this will be over. This whole COVID-19, the coronavirus, this thing will be over, and it'll be a faint memory. And, there's a saying that this too shall pass. And it's true. And we were just talking about it earlier, but, back in 1998, there was the great ice storm in Maine. And we were talking, where were we? And we were reliving that. And it's a faint memory. that this happened many years ago, and we were displaced from our home. But we had fun with our kids at the time they were little. We had some fun doing some things and doing special things without electricity or without technology or whatever it was, because we had no other choice. But we made it a positive and made some memories. So do that with your family. Do that with whatever situation you have. Think, what can you do? What can you do that's positive, that's encouraging, and that can bless people? Well, we love you guys and miss you, and we can't wait to be together again and to give you hugs and to worship together in church and be back to some form of normality. So God bless you and have a great day.
Bye now.